Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Brian if you're new around here, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, Soul Nation. You are a freaking legend, and that's what you get for subscribing, by the way. The title of freaking legend for watching today's patch note video. Patch 1.01 has dropped for New World, and we're going to sit down, we're going to go through the information for you, we're going to discuss it, and as always, if you guys want more New World and MMO content, be sure to hit that subscribe button to unlock your free title, that like button because it helps out the algorithm, and then more than importantly, check out the Discord if you're looking for a good, awesome group of people to play some New World with. So let's go ahead and dive into the notes. Let me know what your thoughts are and or any questions you might have regarding this update to New World. So update 1.01, it is now live. Greetings, adventurers. What a week it's been. We're humbled and honored by the amount of adventurers that have begun to make their way and mark on Eternum. Last week, we shared our top priorities was ensuring that everyone could log in and play quickly without having to wait for queues. To accomplish that, we are more than doubling the number of available servers and increase server capacity on existing servers, and we're continuing to work on a feature that will allow players to transfer their character to different servers. It's unfortunate that this is not already live. It's unfortunate that they're continuing to work on it and it is not currently live. I'm not going to beat them up too much for that fact, but you know, it is going to be a critical thing here in the short term. So clearly it's a priority for them, and hopefully we'll learn more about the details soon, and we'll be sure to share them here with you guys when that happens. While members of our team are working tirelessly to ensure players can find a server to call their long-term home with the character transfer feature, other members have worked on a few additional quality of life updates and bug fixes to ensure that once players have entered Eternum, they'll be able to play and progress as intended. The work will continue on server transfers, bug fixes, and other issues and feature updates, and thanks to all the reports over on the New World forums, and we're going to continue to monitor that here for you guys as well. General updates: we've implemented the groundwork for the character server transfer, so you may see elements of that work in the game store. We're continuing to work on this feature, and we'll have more information on how the system works later this week when we release server transfers. Oh, so it sounds like it's actually coming much sooner than expected. The other thing is it's free to start, but ultimately, like within MMOs, server transfers have been historically a paid feature. So they're going to open it up for free. Makes sense because there's going to be lots of rebalancing that's going to probably happen over the course of the next month or two. And then they're going to charge. Now, I hope they give a good time frame on that. But again, sounds like we're going to have access to this later this week. War turret projectiles in War. They're changing from physical projectiles to use hit scan detection. This should help the performance in War with fewer objects being spawned in the world. So if you don't know what this means, the musket is hit scan while the bow and arrow has a physical projectile that travels and has like physics applied to it. So in War, they've been experiencing lag and issues like that. So changing it to hit scan means that, like they're saying, like the game is not having to render the objects and track its projectile along with all the other players. So that should help improve overall performance in War. Now, Afk Prevention. In an effort to ensure players can't stay AFK, especially in higher population servers, we made the following adjustments to the Afk Prevention system. Added additional Afk Prevention to ensure players cannot fool the existing system with simulated mouse movement. This was actually kind of a real key thing a lot of people getting around. People like obviously show people running into walls, but it's the click botting and things like that that people kind of get caught on or were using to implement so that they couldn't. Now, as things kind of settle down into their kind of normal operations, hopefully this will be a thing that, you know, isn't actually really an issue. People don't feel like they have to log out. Here on New Chaha, like I'm able to log in and log out and when I want, and that's been a real treat. At most I've seen like a 30 or 50 person queue. So honestly, that feels fine because that's just like what I'm waiting a queue for a handful of minutes. I know that's not the case on all servers. There are definitely servers that are way more popular than ours. They've shortened the AFK warning message from 20 minutes to 15 minutes, and they shortened the AFK disconnect from 25 minutes to 20 minutes. And regarding the world queue, this is really important because a lot of people saying like they're getting kicked out of world queue. Well, like they put out a message on this. We covered it here, I believe, but let's just talk about it right now. They added a confirmation screen when a player attempts to leave the world queue, basically having them confirm that they are intending to leave the queue. And this should help ensure nobody accidentally leaves the queue or misses out on their spot. So if people felt like, oh, they got like an error message or something like that, well, they were still actually in queue, so they would actually self-leave and more. So this will hopefully help manage that kind of queue thing in case you do get a random error bug that you feel like, oh no, I gotta restart because I got this error, and that's actually not the case. So for bug fixes, They fixed a rare issue causing the interact key not to properly function on various objects in the world. They fixed issues causing the barrel to not appear in the pirate stance emote. Well, that actually happened to me 100%. They fixed an issue where players did not receive a coin as a reward for some activities. They fixed a bug where interrupting the fast travel animation may cause the player's character to become stuck inside a house. I've heard of that one. They fixed an issue of territory standing rewards where some localized text was missing. They fixed an issue where players were asked to claim an achievement titles multiple times after logging back into the game despite already having claimed the rewards. They fixed an issue causing leg animations to freeze. I've had that happen to me. They fixed game crashes related to New World Twitch integrations. Have not had that issue, especially with today's Twitch leaks. They fixed a rare issue where players could enter a state where they could not be hit by most attacks. We definitely ran into that. We ran into some people PvPing that were, invincible. Ooh. They fixed an issue where certain item containers could be looted indefinitely. They also fixed issues. The abandoning event notification could sometimes persist after the player abandoned the event. Regarding AI fixes, they fixed issues causing the Pastor Walsh to spawn aggressively at the West Ham point of interest. They fixed an issue causing enemies to spawn slower than intended in the Bull Rush Walsh place of interest. They fixed an issue causing Overseer Zane to respawn. Voice failing me. Slower than intended in something to prove quest. They fixed an issue where Master Zenit would have duplicated respawns in the Kanab Tomb point of interest. Quest fixes. They added missing journal information about the recommended quest level for players attempting to unlock the second faction rank. They fixed an issue where resetting the Blessings of Earth quest when you had gained any blessing would block progression in the main story. They fixed an issue where the Azoth Fulminate quest was unable to players for the first complete of the Windsword quest. They fixed an issue where completing the Goodwill Squashing quest prevents the player from obtaining the Aura Jam quest. They fixed an issue where the Barkeep conversation state in First Light can enter a state where quests cannot be obtained from the Barkeep. They also fixed issues where completing the Taste for Revenge quest prevents the player from obtaining the Predator and Prey and Great Expectations quest. They fixed issues where completing the Curse of Ebony Hawk quest prevents the player from obtaining the Bond Gambit quest. They fixed the issues where completing the Expedition to Staircore quest prevents the player from obtaining the once thread at a time quest. They fixed issues where completing the Strength of Earth quest prevents players from obtaining Fading Lights and Azure Tears quest. They fixed issues where completing the Twisted Metamorphosis quest prevents players from obtaining Blessings of the Fallen quest. And finally, they fixed issue where completing the Facets of Light and Darkness quest prevents the player from attaining the Descent of Frosted Slumber and Transmuting Iron to Dust quest. Lots of little things here. I think this is a really good first kind of patch. I cannot wait to see what they've got planned for us in server transfers. Obviously, as we move into kind of news maybe about bigger updates coming for the game in terms of its content rollout. All mysteries currently right now. Now, guys, if you're looking for also more New World content, be sure to check one of the top links in the description for the Ginger Gaming Radio channel. I just had like Lono and Mike from Magic Mike from MMO Bomb, MMO Bomb. And we had a huge roundtable going over the launch, what I believe to be the historic launch of New World. And you can agree or disagree. But if you haven't seen that podcast yet, you can always search Epic Loot Radio wherever podcasts are found, or check out the podcast channel for more content, especially as it relates to New World, Final Fantasy, and MMORPGs. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't followed over on Ginger Gaming Radio, but this is the video that gets you to check it out, sound off in the comments so that way I can officially welcome you to the podcast channel. I'm just kind of curious as to how many here watching the content here have heard of the podcast channel and how many are now going to go check it out. So if you made it to the end of this video, sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Thank you for being here. Love you faces. Hopefully I'll see you next week. But until then, take care.
A little off topic, but I just want to say thank you for providing me a friendly, fun, and optimistic community. Baby. Coming from an MMO community filled with toxicity, this is an amazing breath of fresh air. Keep it up, baby. Oh, yeah.